Hello and welcome to another episode of Recap 2024 series of Drishti IAS English. I am Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the major awards in national and international, as we have already covered many different dimensions in the recap series, starting with the government schemes, major summit, science and technology, major judgments. So adding one more aspect to the already running series, and that is the major awards, important from the exam respect, as can be asked in the UPSC examination and also from the state PCS. So let's begin. First and foremost is the Bharat Ratna Award 2024. So whenever we talk about the highest civilian award in India, so that is the Bharat Ratna. So first is the Bharat Ratna, then comes the Padma Awards, that is Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri. So the highest and the topmost civilian award is the Bharat Ratna. And the year 2024, there were 5 recipients of the Bharat Ratna. Karpuri Thakur, the former Chief Minister of Bihar and also a pioneer of OBC reservations and social justice in the state of Bihar. Then comes MS Swaminathan. So every single person who is preparing for the exam or any government exams must have heard this word, because it is related with the Green Revolution. And Green Revolution is the reason that why India became self-sufficient in the production of food grains, because the high yielding seeds was a result because of the Green Revolution with regard to wheat and rice. Then comes P.V. Narasimha Rao, former Prime Minister of India, and then he was one of the architects of Indian economic liberalization and the foreign policy shifts. Then comes the Lal Krishna Advani, former Deputy Prime Minister of India and a pioneer politician. Then comes the Chaudhary Charan Singh, a former Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, former Deputy Prime Minister and also a former Prime Minister. These 5 are the recipients for the Bharat Ratna in the year 2024. And there is one question, and that is, you people will tell me in the comment section that who is the youngest recipient of Bharat Ratna. So tell me in the comment section. Then if we talk about Bharat Ratna, then Bharat Ratna in a year it allows for 3 recipients. So in a year 3 people can get Bharat Ratna, but this clause of 3 people has been breached twice. Recently in the year 2024 and before the year 2024, this happened in the year 1999 when 4 people received the Bharat Ratna. And who was these 4 people? They were Jayaprakash Narayan, Amartya Sen, Gopinath and Ravi Shankar. And then now to year 2024. Now about the Bharat Ratna. So Bharat Ratna was established in the year 1954 and it is India's highest civilian honor, and it is given for the exceptional performance in literature, science, arts and public services. It is conferred by the President of India. And how does the Bharat Ratna look like? So it consists of a medal, bronze medal, on which the sun emblem is present. Bharat Ratna is written. Then Satyamev Jayate is written, and also the Ashok Chakra. Then as we move forward, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now been shifted to Noida, and there the IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains in English medium. The offline batches are starting across India, so the admissions are open. You can take admission in Prayagraj, Noida, Karol Bagh, Indore, Jaipur or Lucknow. If you have any query, give us a call at 87501, or you can also download the Drishti Learning app, or can also visit the Drishti IAS website. Now, next is the Padma Awards for the year 2024. So when we talk about Padma Award, it consists of 3 awards, and that is highest one being Padma Vibhushan, then comes Padma Bhushan and then comes Padma Shri. So the year 2024, total 132 Padma Awards were given, and in out of the 132, 5 were Padma Vibhushan, 17 Padma Bhushan, 110 Padma Shri. And out of 132 in total, there were 30 women winners and 8 individuals in the foreign NRI, PIO, OCI category, and 9 posthumous awardees. So whenever we talk about foreign, NRI stands for non-resident Indian. So the people who are not residing in India and is outside India. Then PIO and OCI category has been merged by the government in the year 2015, and now it is OCI, that is the overseas citizen of India. So basically the people who are not residing in India and are and are living outside, but their roots are Indian. Like for example, the parents or the grandparents, they belonged to India. So these people, they do not have to always apply for visa. They can visit India. Then 9 posthumous awardees. Posthumous means that the people who are receiving awards after their death. Now let us talk about the 5 Padma Vibhushan winners. So this is Miss Vaijayanti Mala Bali for art, Chiranjeevi for art, Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu Public Affairs, Shri Bindeshwar Pathak posthumous for social work, and Miss Padma Subramaniam for art. So if you will see that the dominant category in this year's Padma Vibhushan is art. Next, let us talk about the Padma Awards. So they were established in the year 1954 and included the highest civilian honors, and they are conferred in various activities for like arts, social work, public affairs, science and engineering, trade and industry, literature and education, sports, civil services, etc. And they are conferred annually by the President of India. Annually means once a year. Then they are based on the recommendations of the Padma Awards Committee, and Padma Awards Committee are constituted every year by the Prime Minister of India. So Padma Vibhushan is given for exceptional and distinguished service, Padma Bhushan honors high quality distinguished service, and Padma Shri acknowledges distinguished service in any field. Then comes the next, and that is the Sports and Adventure Award. So the different sports award. So basically the Sports and Adventure Awards are administered by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. So first of all, the first award is Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award 2023, and this award was previously known as the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, and this is given on the name of Major Dhyan Chand, who was a hockey wizard, and under the leadership of Major Dhyan Chand, and when he was present in the Indian team, the golden era of the Indian team was going on, and the Indian team has won more than 5 gold medals in the Olympics and many other medals also. And Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award 2023 is the highest, India's highest sports honor, established in the year 1991-92, given every 4 years, and the 2023 recipients are Chirag Chandrasekhar Shetty and R. Satvik Sai Raj for badminton. Then comes next, and that is Dronacharya Award for the year 2023. See, every single person recognizes the sports person, but the people who are behind the sports person and the hands who has played such a great role in making the sports person is that the physios, the trainers, the coaches behind the success of any sports person. So to recognize the contribution of the coaches in the life of the sports person, the Dronacharya Awards are conferred, and it is India's highest honor for coaches. It was established in the year 1985. And the winners are awarded a bronze statue of Dronacharya, a certificate and a cash prize, and the cash prize is of rupees 15 lakh. And the first woman awardee of Dronacharya Award is Coach Renu Kohli in the year 2002, and she was a athletics coach, and it was conferred for both recent achievements and lifetime contributions. So it is given in 2 categories, recent achievements and lifetime contributions. So the recent achievements awardee for the year 2023 are Shri Lalit Kumar wrestling, Shri R.B. Ramesh for chess, Shri Mahavir Prasad Saini for para-athletics, Shri Shivendra Singh for hockey, then Shri Ganesh Prabhakar for Malakhambh. Now let us talk about the lifetime category. So the lifetime category consists of Shri Bhaskaran E. Kabaddi, Shri Jaskirat Singh Garewal for golf, then Shri Jayant Kumar Pushilal for table tennis. Then comes the next, and that is the Arjuna Award for the year 2023, and it was established in the year 1961. Then it is given for the consistent good performance over a period of 4 years. So it is not that every single year or for good performance annually. No, consistently a person has to perform well to be awarded the Arjuna Award. Then it is honored with a statue of Arjuna, a certificate and a cash prize, and this is how the Arjuna Awards looks like. Then the first awardee of Arjuna Award was P.K. Banerjee, who was a football Olympian, and the first female awardee of Arjuna Award was Anna Lumsden, who was a hockey player. Then the year 2023, the Arjuna Award has been presented to Aditi Gopichand Swami for archery, Mohammad Shami for cricket, Aishwarya Pratap Singh Tomar for shooting, and there are many other recipients also. Then comes the next, and that is the Major Dhyan Chand Award. It was established in the year 2002 for lifetime achievement in the field of sports. See, this is for the lifetime achievement. You need to be clear that for which category and for what the award is conferred. So, the Major Dhyan Chand Award is for lifetime achievements, and this is done with regard to the contributions made for the promotion of sports in an individual capacity. Individual capacity means the individual performance of an athlete will be looked into. So, the 2023 award has been presented to Manjusha Kamar for badminton, Vineet Kumar Sharma for hockey, Kavita Selvaraj for kabaddi. Then Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Trophy. So when we talk about Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Trophy, it is special because it is the oldest national sport award in India. Oldest. So it is important, and it was established during the time of 1956-1957. So after India got its independence, then it is given to an institution or university. So see, this is important because the last award that we just saw as Major Dhyan Chand Award, it was in individual capacity, and this, the Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Trophy, talks about institution and university. So institution and university talks about teamwork. So you need to be clear about that for what the award is given. With the best performance in the inter-university tournament, and the award includes a rolling Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Trophy and a cash prize. So let us talk about the people or the institution who have received the 2023 award. So that is, the overall winner was the Guru Nanak Dev University, and the first runner-up was the Lovely Professional University, and the second runner-up was the Kurukshetra University. Now let us talk about the Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Award, and this award is conferred after the Tenzing Norgay, and one of the earliest, or you can say the first woman to reach the peak of the Mount Everest. And this award was established in the year 1993-94 and first awarded in the year 1995. Then it is named after Tenzing Norgay, one of the first two individuals to reach the summit of Mount Everest in the year 1953. So along with Tenzing Norgay, the other one was Edmund Hillary. Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary reached the summit of the Mount Everest. And the award is given to recognize the outstanding achievements in adventure activities on land, sea and air over the past 3 years. So 3 years performance is seen, and it is not that on one aspect. There are 3 different aspects on which the performance is seen, and that is the land, the sea, and the air. Then it holds a status equivalent to the Arjuna Award in the field of sports. So whatever recognition or status the Arjuna Awards in the field of sports has, the Tenzing Norgay Award has in the field of adventure. Then the 2022 awardees were late Miss Savita Kanswal in land, Mr. Tulsi Chaitanya for water, and Mr. Anshu Kumar Tiwari for air. Now let us come to the Gyanpith Award 2023, one of the most important awards, and the Gyanpith Award and the Sahitya Academy Awards are the awards that can be asked in the examination, and specifically in the state PCS examination. You will many a times, if you will go through the previous year questions, you will see that many a times these questions has been asked. So the 58th Gyanpith Award for the year 2023, and whenever we talk about the awards, what becomes important is first you should know who has won the award, for what the person has won the award, and then the edition of the award can also be asked. Like for example, the 2023 Gyanpith Award edition was 58th. This can also be asked. You need to be clear about this. So the 58th Gyanpith Award for 2023 has been awarded to Jagadguru Ram Bhadracharya, Sanskrit scholar, and Gulzar, Urdu poet and lyricist. So for the Sanskrit scholar, this is the second time that a person is winning the award, and for Urdu, this is the 5th time that a person is winning award. Now let us talk about the Gyanpith Award. It was established in the year 1961 and was first awarded in the year 1965. and it is given annually for outstanding literary contribution, and the Gyanpith Award is India's oldest and the highest literary award, and that is why the award is so prestigious and special. It is oldest and highest literary award. Then it is presented by the Bharatiya Gyanpith Trust, and this Bharatiya Gyanpith Trust is based in New Delhi, and it is a prominent literary and research organization, and the major aim is to expand the horizon of the literature or poetry and also make people more and more aware about the literature. And they promote literature and culture through different forms, like for example awards, publications, fellowships and research. And what does the award contains? It contains 11 lakh rupees cash, Vagdevi statue and a certificate. And one of the most important clause that you need to remember, that the award is not awarded posthumously. So after the death of a person, the award is not presented. Then next is the Sahitya Academy Award for the year 2023. So the highest literary honor was the Gyanpith Award, and the second highest literary honor is the which? What is it? It is the Sahitya Academy Award for the year 2023. So that in total 24 authors were awarded the Sahitya Academy Award, and including Neelam Saran Gaur for English and Sanjeev for Hindi. And apart from these, poetry for 9 books, novels 6, short stories 5, essays 3 and literary studies 1. Next is Sanjeev received the award for Mujhe Pehchano and Gaur for Requiem in Raga Janki. Now this is important because it can be asked that Neelam Saran Gaur has been presented the Sahitya Academy Award for what creation or for what, and then 4 options would be given. So you must know that she won it for Requiem in Raga Janki. Then Nawab Sahir awarded for Rajdev Ki Amrai and Swaranjit Savi for Man Di Chip in Punjabi. And the awards were started in the year 1955, and after the Gyanpith Award, they are the second highest literary honor. And what does the winner receive? They receive a copper plate, plaque, shawl and a cash prize of rupees 1 lakh. Then let us talk about the Sahitya Academy Yuva Puraskar 2024. So earlier it was the Sahitya Academy Awards, and now this is Sahitya Academy Yuva Puraskar 2024. So the award consists of an engraved copper plaque in a casket and the rupees 50,000. So there is a difference in the cash prize also. Yuva Puraskar is 50,000 while the Sahitya Academy Award was 1 lakh. So the winners are Rinki Jha Rishika, awarded for her Maithili poetry collection Nadi Ghati Sabhyata. So Maithili poetry collection, Maithili when we talk about, so it is a language and also one of the scheduled languages of India. So the 22 scheduled languages, one of it is Maithili. K. Vaishali honored for her English memoir Homeless. Then next is Gaurav Pandey, recognized for his Hindi poetry Smritiyon ke Beech Dheere Hai Prithvi. Next is the Swachh Vayu Sarvekshan Award 2024. Vayu Sarvekshan Award, name itself is saying that it talks or it works for the clean air. And this award is being presented in the city Jaipur by the Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and in presence of the Chief Minister of Rajasthan. And the occasion was the International Clean Air Blue Sky Day, that is the Swachh Vayu Day. And it is given to the best performing cities under the National Clean Air Program in 3 different categories, and these categories are based on the population size. So the National Clean Air Program, very important program. It is with regard to the making air more and more clean and breathable for the people. Very important program because this has come in the PYQ, or the UPSC has asked in the previous year question. So you people will tell me in the comment section that in what year the National Clean Air Program was launched by the government. So let me know in the comment section what is the year. Now let us talk about the 3 categories of the Swachh Vayu Sarvekshan Award 2024. So category 1, population is over 10 lakh, Surat, Jabalpur and Agra. Category 2, population size is 3 to 10 lakh, Firozabad, Amravati and Jhansi. Category 3, population size is under 3 lakhs, Rai Bareli, Nalgonda and Nalagarh. Next is that the cities which has won the award, the municipal commissioners of the winning city received the award, like for example cash prize, trophy and certificates. And then the International Clean Air Blue Sky Day is celebrated annually on 7th September. This is an important question and can be asked in the examination, that when is the International Clean Air Blue Sky Day is celebrated. So that is 7th of September, and the United Nations General Assembly has declared this day in the year 2019. So not very old. Next is the National Florence Nightingale Awards 2024. So do not go on the name. The National Florence Nightingale Award is presented by the President of India to nursing professionals, to 15 nursing professionals, and this award was established in the year 1973 by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to promote the outstanding contributions made by the nurses or the nursing professionals, and then they are awarded to nursing personnel working in central, state and union territories and also voluntary organization. See, central, state and union territories is guessable. Then you need to pay attention towards the voluntary organizations. Nursing professionals are also included. Then what does they include? It includes merit certificate, cash prize of 1 lakh and a medal. Then next is the National Science Award 2024, and this is important. Reason being that the year 2024 is the first time that the National Science Award has been conferred, and earlier it was known by the name of Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize. So the National Science Awards were earlier known by the name of Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize. So whenever anything happens for the first time, it becomes important and can be asked in the examination, because if we will look at the last half a decade, that is the last 5 years, we will come to know that how important science and technology has become, how important research and development has become, and even after the COVID pandemic, the focus of all the countries has specifically been on the science and technology, and also making the research and development sector of a country more advanced. Then in total 33 awards are presented under 4 prestigious categories, and these 4 prestigious categories are Vigyan Ratna, Vigyan Shri, Vigyan Yuva and Vigyan Team. When we talk about Vigyan Yuva, so it consists of people below the age of 45 years. So Vigyan Ratna was awarded to G. Padmanabhan, and the reason is biological science, malaria, parasites. Next is Vigyan Team Chandrayaan 3. This is important, can be asked, for successfully landing India's first spacecraft on the moon, and it is a significant achievement for India and the Space Agency for India, that is ISRO. And what is something special is there was a rover inside the Chandrayaan 3, a lander and a rover. So what is the name of the rover and the lander which was present under Chandrayaan 3? I am not going to tell you this. You people will tell me. So search and tell me in the comment section that what is the name of the rover and the lander which was inside Chandrayaan 3. Names are very, very special, and plus names are very, very famous. Now next is Vigyan Shri, and it was conferred to Annapurni Subramaniam, formation and evolution of star clusters and galaxies. Then Jayant Balchandra for biological sciences, Nava Kumar Mandal for practical physics, and next award is the Vigyan Yuva. Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award, Vivek Polasitwar for carbon capture technology. Next is Urvashi Sinha for quantum research, and Roxy Matthew Cole for climate science. Next is the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puruskar Award 2024, and this award has been conferred to 19 children selected for 2024, including 4 in social service, and the age bracket for which the Bal Puruskar is provided is the 5 to 18. 5 to 18 years children are given this award, and in the category of bravery, culture, environment, art, science, technology, social service and sports. And the winners of this award, they get an opportunity to participate in the Republic Day parade. And what do they receive? They receive a medal, rupees 1 lakh, cash, certificate of appreciation. Now let us talk about the gallantry awards. So gallantry awards is to honor the bravery and sacrifice of the armed forces, and gallantry awards are announced twice a year. Twice a year means in one single year they are awarded twice. It means 2 times. And what are these 2 occasions? So that is the Republic Day 26th of January and the Independence Day 15th of August. And the Defense Ministry invites gallantry award recommendations twice a year from the armed forces and the Ministry of Home Affairs, because the armed forces comes under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Now let us look at the award or the order of precedence for the awards. When we say order of precedence, it means that which award is the highest, then second highest, third highest. So Paramveer Chakra, Ashok Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, Kirti Chakra, Veer Chakra and Shaurya Chakra. So knowing about the Paramveer Chakra and the awardees of the Paramveer Chakra is important. Next is the 70th Film Awards. National Film Awards, and the edition is 70th National Film Awards. They were held at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi, and the President of India presented the awards. So who were the winners? Best feature film is Attam. Best non-feature film is Aina. Best actor Rishabh Shetty for Kantara. Best actress Nitya Menon. Best actress Mansi Parekh in Kutch Express. Then best direction Suraj R. Barjatia in Uchai. Then if we talk about the National Film Awards, so they were instituted in the year 1954 to promote cinematic excellence in India. So the first best actor who won the National Film Award was Uttam Kumar in the year 1968, and the first best actress award was won by Nargis in 1968. Now the Dadasaheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award for the year 2022 was won by Mithun Chakravarti. This is important. This can be asked in the examination. About the award, this is India's highest film honor, introduced in 1969. First awarded to Devika Rani, who was also known as the First Lady of Indian Cinema, and it is presented by the President of India. Now about Dadasaheb Phalke Award, because this can be asked in the examination. Dadasaheb Phalke directed India's first feature film. And what is the name of the first feature film? You will tell me in the comment section. I am not going to tell you everything. Then he is also known as the father of Indian cinema. These are the things, like the first feature film are the points which you must have studied. Now about the Nobel Prizes for the year 2024. So first is the Nobel Peace Prize, awarded to Japanese organization Nihon Hidenko. Nihon Hidenko, Japanese organization established in the year 1956, and it is made up of survivors of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which US did in the year 1947 on the 2 cities of Japan, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So on Hiroshima, the nuclear bomb name was Little Boy, while on Nagasaki the name was Fat Man, and the survivors are known as Hibakusha. And the 2023 Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to Nargis Mohammadi, Iranian human rights advocate. Then the Nobel Prize for Literature was won by Han Kang, who belongs to South Korea, and this award became special because she is the first Korean author and the first female Asian author to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Then for physics, it was John J. Hopfield, US, and Geoffrey E. Hinton, Canada, and the reason is artificial neural network and machine learning. Next is the Nobel Peace Prize for Medicine, Victor Ambros, US, and Gary Rufkun, US. Reason is discovery of microRNA. For chemistry, David Baker, US, Demis Hassabis, UK, and John M. Jumper, US. David Baker has won for computational protein design, while Demis Hassabis and John M. Jumper for protein structure prediction. Next comes the Pulitzer Prize for the year 2024, and when we talk about Pulitzer Prize, it is associated with journalism, arts, and literature. Established in the year 1917, and in the year 2024, the awardee is Hannah Dreyer. Hannah Dreyer of the New York Times awarded the prize for investigative reporting. Investigative reporting. And if we talk about the first Indian winner or the first Indian journalist to win the Pulitzer Prize, then it was Govind Bihari Lal, and the year was 1937. Then Pritzker Architecture Award for the year 2024. It was established in the year 1979 by J. A. Pritzker and his wife, and they honor the living architects. So the year 2024 winner is the Japanese architect and social advocate Rikin Yamamoto. Rikin Yamamoto. Next is the Booker Prize for the year 2024. So the British author Samantha Harvey has won the Booker Prize for the year 2024, and for her novel Orbital. And the novel Orbital is based on the International Space Station. Then Grammy Awards for the year 2024. So they are presented annually in the United States, but why it became important for us is the reason that the tabla maestro Ustad Zakir Hussain, who has recently passed away, and singer Shankar Mahadevan, fusion music group that is Shakti, won the 66th Grammy Award for the year 2024 for Best Global Music Album and the name of the album is This Moment. So you need to remember Ustad Zakir Hussain, Shankar Mahadevan, name of the album is The Moment, and the award is Grammy Award. Category is Best Global Music Album. Next is the Oscar Awards. So this was the 96th Oscar Award, and the Christopher Nolan's movie, that is Oppenheimer, has been very, very dominant in the Oscars and has won 7 out of 13 awards. So next is the Ballon d'Or Award 2024, and the Ballon d'Or Award is given for football. And for the very first time, the male award has been won by the Rodri, who plays for Manchester City, and he has become the first Spanish player to win the award. And the female award has been won by the Aitana Bonmati. Little different pronunciation. So that is Aitana Bonmati. So she has won the female award, and the male award is Rodri. So if we talk about the highest number of Ballon d'Or has been won by Lionel Messi. He has won 8 times, and he plays for the team Argentina, while Cristiano Ronaldo has won this award 5 times, and he plays for the team Portugal. Then this award is given by the France Football magazine. I do not remember the name of the year, but I think last year or 2 years back, there were questions from the sports section which was asked in the prelims examination of the UPSC, and one of those questions talked about the sports award, and that is the Lawrence Award. So that is one of the most prestigious awards. So this becomes important, can be asked in the examination, keeping in mind that UPSC around 2 to 3 years back surprised students with the question. Next is the Goldman Environmental Prize for the year 2024, and it has been awarded to Alok Shukla, who is a forest and tribal rights activist, and he has saved 4.45 lakh acres of rich forest in Hasadiyo Aranya in Chhattisgarh, and the Hasadiyo Aranya forest in Chhattisgarh is also known as the lungs of Chhattisgarh. So this was a major breakthrough which Alok Shukla was able to do. So these are few of the major awards which took place in the year 2024, and we hope that it will be very helpful for you and can be asked in the examination. And apart from the awards section, if you have not seen other episodes of the recap series, so you can also go and check those episodes, like for example the government schemes, major summits, major judgments, science and technology, and many more upcoming episodes will also follow. So that's all for today, and there is a question which has been pinned for you in the comment section. So you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section of the question which is there in the comment section. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.